Aloha everyone, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with Wedding Wednesdays. What is going to make you a great future spouse, as well as what do you need to release in order to be in alignment with your goal of becoming a spouse? Pile 1 is on the left, pile 2 is in the middle, and pile 3 is on the right. So take your time, let Spirit guide you, choose wisely, and then the timestamps will be in the description box below. I will meet you in your reading. Aloha pile 1, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your Wedding Wednesdays. We're just clearing with some rainbow sage that I got from Dharma Jane and Company. She's a reader on YouTube as well and has a beautiful community called the Raven's Nest on Facebook. So if you want to get that, you can. So anyway, we are doing Wedding Wednesdays, and we're going to do it a little differently. Instead of looking into what your person's thinking about you, we're going to look into those of you that are single or that are looking to become a spouse. What is going to make you a good spouse, as well as what do you need to let go of to be in alignment with becoming a spouse to someone else with your person that you're interested in or your perfect match. Okay, so before we get started, I want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand. Thank you for those who have donated, and thank you to those who comment. Very helpful all around there. I am doing a contest for April, free to enter, free to win. It's for a 30-minute session with me personally. At the end of the video, I'll let you know how to enter. The contest is some are here for the messages and not for the contest. And if you would like a private reading with me, in the description box below are the different options and ways to connect with me. Okay, so let's get started. So you chose the rune of Fehu, which is possessions. Okay, this is beautiful. This is for tarot cards. This shares the energy of Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and Ace of Wands. Really beautiful. So this is talking about real life possessions and what we wealth, creation, abundance, natural skill, inner resources, currency. So what you already have going for you as a spouse is, I feel like you have done well for yourself. You have an abundance mindset. So you understand currency, and currency is both money and also energy exchanged. Anything we exchange one to the other. You're very fair. You have a natural skill, and you have the inner resources necessary to be a good spouse. You can temper your emotions in ways that are really lovely, that helps you to use your judgment and discernment in situations rather than being overcome by emotions. And so this particular rune has to do with Freya, who is the Norse goddess linked with energies of wealth and prosperity. Okay, so you know, whether you're male or female matters not, but this is primarily expressed through the feminine way of doing things. So you understand magnetism and that divine magnetism, the divine polarity, the feminine polarity of receiving. So you're a beautiful receiver, and you're really willing and ready and able to be a great partner. Okay, let's look at some other qualities that make you a great partner or spouse that's going to be really useful in your connection. Beautiful. So we have new love. Embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospects or for spiritual growth. Okay, beautiful. So those of you who are looking for love, I feel like as this new love is talking about for how you'll be a spouse, you understand how to make love new again. For those of you that are single and looking for a spouse, you may meet them in your workplace or at a spiritual community. But you have a gift of having this childlike innocence in love. You understand the principles of abundance, and because you do, you have an abundance of love that you give to others, but also that you're able to receive. And that is a beautiful, beautiful quality about you. Okay. Let's look at the energy oracle cards and see for pile 1, what's going to make them a good spouse? What qualities do they already have? Strategy. Okay. So you are having a beautiful winning strategy here. This is 21. That number may mean something to you. Yields down to a 3, which is the sign of the seal, the Trinity, things coming into the third dimensional manifest reality. So I feel like for this group, you guys are very organized. I feel like that you are able to manage the incoming love, but also the incoming wealth. I feel like in the partnership, you will be actually the better one with finances. You will be the one who's a little more strategic, a little more, you know, both emotional, but able to temper the emotions so you can use the logic and you can use the strategy to make the love feel new again. Okay, so the practical details, you guys have really beautiful practical placements. You know, with this energy, it's Ace of Pentacles and 8 of Pentacles and Ace of Wands is represented here. Okay, and so you have beautiful new beginnings and offerings. What you bring to the table, you're willing to work for it and master your craft. You are already ready for a long-term relationship. You're ready to move forward in that because your energy says, I will work for it on the long haul. I know that a relationship is not all sunshine and roses. I know that there's ups and downs. I know that we'll have to work through different things in our partnership to make it beautiful, right? And this is saying and showing that you already have those qualities that will make your relationship work. Let's get a couple of tarot cards on that, and then we're going to look at what you need to let go of in order to be in alignment with your goal of becoming a spouse. Okay, so let's look at what qualities you already have from the tarot that are going to be useful in your relationship. Okay, that's a lot, but they want them all. Look at here, Ace of Wands and Ace of Swords showed up. So you technically have triple aces, okay? You bring new passion, creativity. You bring truth, honesty. You bring ahas, epiphanies, and spiritual learning, okay? You bring healing to the table, okay? Some of you are also maybe have that star quality. So again, the magnetism, the abundance. Some of you may have like a successful YouTube channel or somewhere that you're actually seen and recognized, okay? But you bring a lot of beautiful, new and raw energy to your relationship. You bring truth, honesty, spiritual learnings. You understand the strategy. You know how to balance the elements, is what Spirit's saying. And you're ready, okay? So for some of you who picked pile 1, with all of these aces, if you're not already in a partnership, you're about to meet the one that you're going to marry because it's all right here, right now, and all new. And we have 3 of Pentacles. It says you work fantastic as a team. So your partner's not going to just be your partner. You are a teammate with them. It's like what they're showing me here is that you can create a beautiful family, but it's like you and your partner, your future spouse, with the divine. And that's what makes up this beautiful trinity. Okay, so you understand to use the spirit as well as the mundane, and because of that you have that extra force. Like what they're saying is you like to enter into relationships where you'll be a power couple. So your future spouse here, it's you will be a power couple because you bring that to the table. You're willing to work on things so that you're both successful individually and together, and that's physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Okay, now what do we need to let go of in order to be in alignment? We have Nalthas, which is constraint. Okay, this is need, being unconscious about it. This is extra protection. Okay, but what I love about this card is the tarot cards are Wheel of Fortune, Death, and the Sun. So in order to be in alignment with your outcome of being a spouse or meeting your future spouse, it's basically letting go of the constraint, allowing the death and rebirth process to happen, allowing your fortunes to change, allowing there to be sunshine after the storm. Okay, so this is essentially you coming, releasing neediness or clinginess. So if you have like a affinity for being a little bit needy, a little bit clingy, this is saying let's release that, because you do have your outcomes coming. Okay, so it's saying honesty is essential. So speak with love and truth. Okay, so they're wanting you to release the constraint around the throat chakra. So if some of you already know your person and you haven't spoken up and told them your feelings, and the honesty is essential so that you can get the energy moving forward. So it may be that it's time for you to be honest with yourself, because with this there's realization, there is fate, okay, future is indicated with this rune. And so the honesty, so they're asking you to let go of that extra protective layer and speak up and speak your truth with love, because in order for this to move forward, your person needs to know how you feel. They need to know that you're in this with them and that you want it to be a beautiful connection. Okay, and we have adjacent possibilities. So for some of you, I'm getting a couple different messages with this. In order to be in alignment with your goals, what they're saying is to clear up the loose edges. Okay, so some of you may still be stuck on a past person. So you've got doors open to love, places they don't need to be open. So basically it's like, yes, there are adjacent possibilities. All possibilities are available at once, but it's saying choose your highest possibility. Say to yourself, okay, I want to be a spouse one day. I want to be a wife or a husband one day. And ask for spirit to close all the doors that aren't leading to that, so that you can be on the pathway and the timeline. Be honest with yourself about the qualities that you want, and maybe release the who of it, okay, unless you know for certain, for sure, that this person, that you're in agreement that you guys are going to be spouses, okay, and allow yourself to get onto the timeline where you're going towards what you want. Okay, let's get a couple of tarot of what does pile 1 need to let go of to be in alignment with their future spouse, with their outcome. Okay, so again, it feels like letting go of, we have King of Cups, we have 7 of Pentacles, and Page of Cups. All right, so it's letting your dreams be heard to spirit and letting go of the procrastination. I feel like with this group, you really do already know your person and know who you want, okay? Because this would be the soulmate card for the feminine, okay? Oh, excuse me. I just got really tired. I just started yawning. And so I feel like that it's been slow moving. Yes, you're trying to make sure that you protect your investment and you're using the strategy. That's one of your positives, okay, is that you have strategy. But this card can also mean analysis paralysis. This can mean that no forward motion, because you're tending to the garden so much that you're not looking up to see that the dream is here. So Spirit's asking you to dream your big dream with your person and then let it go to Spirit. All right, they're asking you to be honest, to speak up about how you feel, to release the constraint, to release the overthinking, so that you can have that open pathway without a whole bunch of half-open doors in the way. So tie up your loose ends energetically and physically, and really get clear about what you want and open that pathway up, okay? So we know if we've got straggler scapegoat exes in our energy field, or if we say that we want to be a spouse, but our energy saying we're scared of commitment or what have you. Tie up those loose edges, you know, be honest with yourself and with those around you with how you actually feel, because you have the energy to be a spouse. You have amazing energy to be a spouse. Not only do you come with that abundant mindset, but you come with newness and creativity and love and teamwork and strategy, okay, and new love, right? So beautiful energy you guys have. So just let go of that hurt and all the things from the past. Speak up, say how you feel. You know, it's like if you want somebody for the forever, we all get scared at different times of being rejected, but the thing is if you don't say anything, how can it move forward, right? How can you know which door is for you if you don't speak up and say how you're feeling, if you're not honest with yourself and those that are around you, okay? So that's the key here. Love this for you guys. You're going to be amazing spouses. I love your energy, man. You guys are go-getters. And so just be honest with yourself. Let go of the constraint. Let go of any kind of neediness or clinginess or things that have been clinging to you from the past. And it looks like it'll move forward beautifully for you. So thank you so much. That's your Wedding Wednesday. As far as those of you who would like to enter the contest, here's how you do it. It's free to enter, free to win. If you're not a subscriber already, be a subscriber. So subscribe and hit the bell button, like and share this video, and then in the comment section below, write honesty, and that lets me know that you would like to participate in the contest. May 1st, I will do a drawing on video and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So thank you so much, and until next time, aloha. Aloha pile 3. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your spirit messages for Wedding Wednesday. We're just clearing and cleaning with this beautiful chakra sage that I got at Dharma Jane and Company. Dharma reads tarot on YouTube and has a lovely Facebook community called the Raven's Nest. So you can always check her out, but she just got a brand new store, which is really fun for spiritual cleansing tools and all of that. So we're doing Wedding Wednesday today, and instead of looking into your person or looking outside of you, we're going to look at you, and we're going to look at which qualities you already possess that are going to make you a really good spouse in the future, and what things that you need to let go of in order to align with becoming a spouse. So this is for those of you who are looking for a future spouse, so you may have met them already or may have not. Your situations will differ. So thank you so much. First and foremost, thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting that bell button. Thank you for donating, commenting. I appreciate all of that. I am doing a contest for the month of April, free to enter, free to win, for a 30-minute session with me personally. I will let you know at the end of the video how to enter that drawing, as some are here for the messages, not for the contest. And for those of you who have asked for private readings with me, I have in the description box below a few different options for private readings and coaching to suit your needs. So you look those over and decide what is best for you, and I look forward to connecting with you. All right, let's get to it. Let's look at what it is that you, pile 3, already possess that's going to make you a good spouse. We have Tiwaz here, or Tewaz, which is the warrior. Okay, so you have courage, self-sacrifice, duty, leadership, victory, justice. This is Mars energy, okay? The tarot cards that go with the warrior is Justice, the Star, Judgment, King of Wands, King of Swords. Y'all are something else, okay? Pile 3. You make such a good spouse to your future spouse, and in general will make a wonderful spouse because you're courageous and you're willing to do the work inside of a relationship. You are naturally a leader, and you do want victory and justice. So you do understand the need to balance, to have the compromise where it's needed, to have the healing where it's needed. I do feel like you guys will you're one that notices the spiritual side of things, and that you will take up for your spouse and for what is right in your relationship. This is beautiful, beautiful energy. The spiritual warrior is one of extreme courage. You understand that you're on a path. You understand that you are on a path of goodness, and this is very strong charactered people. So pile 3, you have very strong character. I do feel like this group, you tend to stick up for those who are underdogs, or for those who maybe have less. You try your best. You have very humanitarian way about you, okay? Especially with that star energy, is Aquarius energy there. Let's look at what qualities make pile 3 a good future spouse. What qualities make pile 3 a wonderful future spouse? Okay, and one more. So we have the heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. Because you have that warrior spirit, you can see that like things that are going on behind the scenes. What you bring to the table is you get straight to the heart of the matter. I don't feel like you dilly-dally. I don't feel like you send mixed signals. I feel like you show up as you, and you show up as your courageous and leadership self, and basically you get right to it. Okay, you're like, look, this is how I feel. It's like you don't mix words or mince words, even if it scares you. Okay, I'm not saying you're without fear. We all have sometimes fear of rejection or fear of things coming up, but I feel like you guys will just go for it. You say what's in your heart. You understand that there's more going on behind the scenes, but you have the courage and the leadership that you know what, I've brought myself this far, and I'm going to be honest and true to myself, and therefore that's going to be good for my spouse. And it is. Like, you show up and you get to the heart of the matter. The other thing is I feel like as a practical quality, I feel like this group, you're kind of like human lie detectors. So I feel like people can't get one over on you or your your spouse, because you can see through if someone's trying to scam you or doing anything that's like incorrect. You get it, okay? You're very keen eye for the truth. Okay, and we have you are limitless. You can do anything you choose. So you're as a spouse, you are limitless, okay? And your spouse is going to really see you as this, like they think you're magical, like they have gotten the unicorn, they've gotten the best. You can see the swans in there that mate for life, but essentially you have this limitless quality to you. You are super abundant in your mind and in your earth walk. You're very in tune with nature and the universal laws, so you understand that you are an eternal being. And because of that, you can show up as the warrior. You build your foundation on your trust in the universe, and therefore you are a very good spouse, okay? Loving that. It's like you put your sovereignty first. Your personal sovereignty comes first. Your connection with the divine comes first, and then your relationship. And because of that, you thrive, okay? So, and I feel like you've had to learn that along the way through relationships where previously you might have put everyone else first other than your connection with your inner being and source. And now you've learned, hey, that doesn't really work, so let me put myself first, my relationship with my inner being, my relationship with source or the divine or God, whatever you call that. And now you are ready to be that really strong charactered spouse. We have the garden and the gate. Okay. So I feel like it's interesting because we have the garden and the gate here, and sometimes it's like you can be in the garden, but that gate takes you into the unknown. And so what I feel like with your warrior spirit is, even you've built for yourself this really beautiful life already. Like, I feel like pile 3, because this is even a 3, right? You have learned how to do life singly, even in your relationships. You've learned from your relationships. You've learned how to build yourself a beautiful garden. So I feel like, because they keep showing me like 9 of Pentacles energy, it's like I feel like you have harvested and done well for yourself on your own, through trial and error, through your experiences. And so what you bring to the table is you are self-sufficient. Now there is the unknown out here, and we're not sure. You've already built a cush garden for yourself, but you are willing to have the courage to go through the gate. Like, this girl's not real sure, but what Spirit's saying is you would take the key that's around her neck here. Okay, she's got the key to the gate, but you would take the key and actually go through. And that's the relationship. I feel like you're willing to have the courage to use your warrior spirit, and despite this beautiful garden that you've built for yourself, you're willing to move forward into the unknown. All right, Spirit, what other qualities, let's look at the tarot, does pile 3 have that are really positive for being a spouse? Daggone, y'all are great. All right, we have 3 of Wands. Okay, so first off, you are willing to receive your spouse. You've worked hard for this. You know that you're getting rewarded for work well done, and you're patient. You understand if there's any delays, it's because Spirit's bringing you the exact person that's going to be right for you. You're also willing to move or have someone move towards you physically. Again, this brave spirit. So you're willing and ready and able to set out on the journey of the unknown, of the future, of the things that you've asked for. We have 7 of Cups. I feel like you have the gift of discernment. And I feel like that with this warrior spirit, you use your discernment in love. So not only will you choose your spouse for that which is flowing, not that which is snakes and, other bats and baubles, okay? You're going to choose your spouse in a way that is very discerning. You discern the hearts because, and that's a gift that you have. And I feel like once you're already a spouse, that's going to be really useful. Again, human lie detector. So you have the gift of discernment, and that is going to be really great for you, but it's also going to serve your spouse really well. And then we have the wheel. So the wheel of fortune is absolutely turning in your favor. You are both fortunate, but you bring fortune and prosperity to your beloved. Okay, so as a spouse, you are like fortune's wheel. Your person feels like they've hit the jackpot, and how you're able to discern and move through energy and your courage brings a really beautiful turn of fortune for you and your future spouse. So gorgeous energies. Like, you guys don't stay down for too long. You're able to take your lessons and understand, if there's a downshift in life, that means there'll be an upswing. So it's okay. And you use that in such a positive way. Now, what things do you need to let go of, to align with? All right, we have Manaz, which is the self, okay? 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. How I feel like with this, I feel like with this group, you have been focused very much on yourself. You've been working on your spirit. You have a natural spiritual cultivation, community, origin, ancestors, all those things. What I feel like is, in order to align with becoming a spouse with your future spouse, there is a bit of needing to let go of being single. I feel like as much as you want to have a future spouse, you guys have cultivated your life in such a beautiful way that the struggle may be feeling to give up some of that independence a little bit. Also, what they're saying is allow your ancestors to help you. So you're going to be doing things different than your ancestors did, but you may be changing things, okay? It's like you're someone who really treasures self-development, but what Spirit's saying is like you can, like there's nothing wrong with you and you'll never be perfect. So they're saying to drop the perfectionism or feeling like you have to be perfect with yourself in order to have your spouse. So if you keep thinking, if I, lose weight, or if I do change this about me or that about me or what have you, that you will end up having a better chances. But it's actually you're like pushing the person out from you rather than bringing them in by feeling the need to be perfect. Okay. We also put have faith. Okay, so this is just a direct asking, is they want you to have faith. That's what helps you to be in alignment. It says trust your faith in the situation. So they're wanting you to remember that you are that spiritual warrior. They're wanting you to remember that have faith in yourself, but also have faith in love again, because that will open the path to you quicker. So if there's been any doubts or insecurities or that feeling of needing to be perfect, let that go, because that's going to help you to be in alignment with your goal. Okay. All right. And we also have rest and rejuvenation. So let go of pushing yourself too hard. Okay. More effort, if it's not inspired effort, if it's not inspired action, it actually works against you. So Spirit's saying to rest and rejuvenate, to let go of the need to always be doing something in order to feel like you're enough. So this is a call to get back to your inner world, rest, rejuvenate, meditate, so that your energy is ready to receive your future spouse. Okay? And let's look at the tarot. What does pile 3 need to let go of in order to be in alignment with their outcome? Okay. All right, we have 9 of Pentacles. So like I said earlier, there's a need to let go of being single, okay? I know that seems silly, but again, you have made such a beautiful life for yourself and you are fiercely independent. And so your spouse is going to understand that you need that level of independence as well. So they're asking you to let go of the need to be single. Okay, if this had shown up like this would be that you were partnered with somebody. This is single, ready to mingle, right? We have the Crossroads card, so I feel like there is a need to make a choice. So allow yourself to align, make the choice of what you want here. Just let go of indecision and allow yourself to say, okay, I do want this, and I know it's going to be an adjustment, but I do want to be a spouse. That's why I'm watching this video. And so, how can I work with my person or my incoming person to have what I want? And then again, we have the Fool reverse. Now upright, it would say that you were taking the leap of faith. So Spirit's saying trust, have faith, let yourself jump into the void, let yourself take that leap of faith to try something new. You are on this whole new path, whole new person. Some of you might know your person already, okay? For some of you, you've been single for so long that you haven't really been looking. Okay. But anyway it goes, it is going to require faith. They're asking you to trust in the universe, trust in the warrior that you are and the limitlessness that you are, and bring that in together, okay? Because you are absolutely on path. You're absolutely going to have what you want. But there is a shift, because you have been so fiercely independent, and I love that about you. So there is a shift to working in a couple again, but your person's going to understand that. And so make your choice, and make your choice that, hey, I do want to have this partnership, and I am willing to merge my life with the other, okay, and allow the winds of heaven to dance between us. So I'm going to leave that there. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. For those of you who would like to enter the contest, remember it's free to enter, free to win. Here's how you do it. You become a subscriber if you're not already, so subscribe and hit that bell button. Like and share this video, and then in the description box below, write spiritual warrior, and that lets me know that you would like to enter the drawing. On May 1st, I will do that drawing and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So thank you so much. Till next time. Aloha. Aloha pile 2. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly. We're just doing saging, clearing your area with this beautiful little chakra sage that I got from Dharma Jane and Company. She reads tarot on on YouTube, and she has a beautiful community on the Raven's Nest on Couch on Facebook, and so thought I'd give her a shout out for her beautiful new store. Very affordable and lovely spiritual tools. I love it. All right, so thank you guys so much. Thanks for tuning in to Wedding Wednesday. So we're going to do it a little different today. Instead of looking at what your person thinks, we're going to look at what qualities are going to make you a good spouse for your future spouse, as well as what things do you need to let go of in order to be in alignment with your goal of becoming a spouse. Okay, so we're going to look into those things because those are useful internal tools that are going to get you closer to your outcome. Before we get started, I want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand, so I'm truly grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you to those who have donated and commented. Again, huge helps. I am doing a contest for the month of April, free to enter, free to win, for a 30-minute session with me personally. I'll let you know at the end of the video how to enter that contest, as some are here for the messages and not for the contest. Those of you who would like a private reading with me personally, in the description box below are a few different ways for you to connect with me, so you can choose one of those and contact me. Okay, so let's get to it. Pile one. Okay, so I got a little bit of hiccups here, so let's let that go. All right, we have the runes. So the positive quality for you, what you bring to the table as a spouse, is Hagalaz, which is actually the rune of disruption, and I like this a lot, like because it's both. This is absolutely like, God, how can I describe this? It's Scorpio energy, so it's death, the Tower, and the Eight of Cups. But see, what you bring to the table is death and rebirth, Phoenix rising. It also, even though this represents hail and kind of that dark feminine, so whether you're male or female matters not, you understand how to do transformation. You're a potent healer and you understand potential. So disruption's one of my favorite runes because I always get a beautiful harvest right after disruption, because it shakes up all the things that need to be shook up, anything that needs to releases, and then the beautiful comes in. Okay, so you guys are super transformative. So what you bring to the table, you also understand past lives. So you guys may be extremely intuitive and extremely spiritual in your own right. So what you bring to the relationship, you know how to shake up stagnant energy. You have seen the past lives, so you know spiritually. It feels like in your relationship, spiritually, you're the guide, where your partner may be more of the guide on the 3D plane. Like they might handle the day-to-day operations or things that might maybe seem a little bit mundane. And it feels like your energy is the propeller for your spiritual side of your union. So I find that to be extremely beautiful. Let's look at what else. Pile two. What do they bring to a relationship? What's the positive qualities that's going to make them a really good spouse? I love this because what this tells me is that you're not going to let your relationship get stagnant. You're not just going to sit in negative energy and let it stew and become something worse, right? You are such a healer that you will feel the uncomfortability and allow it to shake things up and move forward. What you bring to the table is you listen with your heart. It says you are listening but need to hear with a loving heart. Okay? We're looking at what you're really good at. So you are somebody who's a fantastic listener, and your partner is going to feel so heard because you listen with love. Where maybe their previous relationships, they had people who maybe listened but didn't actually hear. They were listening to speak. Where you are listening with your heart to feel your person and to connect and bond with them, and you bring this beautifulness to the reading. It's number one here, which correlates with the Magician card. Okay, we have be authentic, be real and true to who you are and how you feel. Pile two, I feel like you guys are extremely authentic. So it's like what you see is what you get. You say what you mean and mean what you say. You show up to the table as yourself, okay? And I do feel like you have many different ways in which you express yourself, and all of them are true. And you are so authentic with your future spouse, and that's what attracts them to you. That's what they know that they know that they know, because of your compassion, because of your listening heart, because you are such a healer that you don't allow the disruptions to get in the way. In fact, you can shake the energy up so that you guys don't get stale or stagnant, and your person loves that about you. Okay, what else does pile 2 bring to the table as a spouse for their future here? Okay, it says financial constraints, but actually what I feel like with this is that it's more so that you're frugal, right? Because you have this disruption, is that you aren't, it's weird with this one because it's sort of like the opposite of what it's showing. It's like you have an abundant nature, but you see beyond the financial. Okay, so it feels like, even though it's saying constraint, this feels more like you know when to spend and when not to spend money. Like you, because it's not suggesting, because this could suggest debt, but it doesn't feel like you're coming to the table as that's not typically a positive quality, right? But it's basically saying like you know how to spend and know when to, save money. And it feels like with this, let me actually get one more card on it. Yeah, yin yang. Okay. So you understand, when you have plenty, you spend. When you have less, because we have, everything works as like a wave, right? Money is a wave, love's a wave. So there's ups and downs in your relationship. And so what's going to happen is like you guys balance each other out really, really well. Okay. And so you bring to the table this knowingness of when there's plenty, we stimulate the economy. When there's not as much financially, you know how to restrain and use the uses of constraint to move forward. Okay, so it's a beautiful, beautiful way. Now, I will say you may not have, I do feel like your person, because you're so focused on the spiritual side, I do feel like when you meet your spouse, they may be financially better off than you as far as like numbers wise, but what you bring to the table spiritually, it's like it evens things out. So I do feel like your person that you have coming in is actually a really good provider, and then down the line I feel like you may be starting your own kind of business that provides a lot, because with this yin yang. So, if you're in a position right now where you feel like you don't have as much as you would like to have, that's not a negative, that's a positive thing, because your person is going to want to help provide. That's going to be very helpful for them. Okay, let's look at what other beautiful qualities that's going to make pile 2 an excellent spouse. Oh man, beautiful. All right, we have 7 of Wands. Okay, I love this card because it says that you have gone through the gamut and you've learned your peace. Okay, this shows me that you are committed and you're going to protect that which you've created. This says that you're very protective of your family and loved ones. So you're going to have your person's back. You have real protective skills. You've learned to be at peace even when there's other things going on. Again, you bring the meditative quality. The 7 is a spiritual number. You've learned to kind of tame the passions, and at the same time, build the light around your relationship that is quite protective. We have Page of Cups. You bring a dreamy, yawning again. You bring a dreamy and romantic quality to your relationship. You can really dream the big dreams and have the big visions. And it's really beautiful. You bring a youthful energy regardless of your age. And also we have 6 of Cups. So you bring a very beautiful nostalgic energy. You see things through the eyes of optimism. And this is soulmate energy. So your future spouse and you are likely soulmates or possibly twin flames, okay? But you do understand connecting the past lives, okay? Again, with the past lives, that was in the disruption card. So you can see that. You can see that they're a soulmate or divine flame to you, and you're going to honor it. And it's going to feel really good. Your energy feels like home to your spouse, okay? It feels like really, really good and comforting to them. Now, what on the flip side here, what do you need to release in order to achieve your outcome of becoming a spouse? And we have Isa, which is ice or standstill, okay? This is stillness, reflection, forced rest, organization, pause, stalemate, reprogramming. Okay, what you need to release to get in alignment is the standstill, the stagnancy. I feel like in love life, there's been a little bit of stagnant energy around you. I feel like you have taken the time that's been necessary to do the inner reflection, and now's the time for movement. So they're saying to get into alignment with your person is to get back into that energy, that disruptive energy, to disrupt the stagnation within yourself in order to move forward. Okay, pile 2, what do they need to let go of to be in alignment with their spouse, future spouse? We have physical touch here. A tender touch can mean so much. Again, it's getting out of the standstill. So if you already have someone in mind or that you're dating, you know, work on physical touch, okay? It doesn't have to be saying much, but give a little hug or a caress, or, you know, this is also saying become more physical. So if you are single and you don't have anyone in mind yet, you're programming for a spouse, get out there and meet people, okay? This is about physically being in front of someone. So this isn't so much as digitally, right? So it's like, yes, tarot can tell you that there's someone coming for you, but typically they don't show up at your door while you're eating bonbons. I mean, maybe it has happened. A good friend of mine ended up dating her cable guy at one point. You know what I mean? Like, so it can happen. But for the most part, when you're going to date someone, like, universe will bring it together when you are open and receptive to that, and you're in movement towards your goal. And so, you know, it's not forced movement. It's essentially movement in the sense of, okay, I want to date people. Let me be off of my phone when I'm at the grocery store. Let me sign up for a dating site. Let me be present when I'm out and about, walking my dog, you know, like, because you never know when you're going to meet somebody. So for those of you that are single, this is saying get out there, do something physical, and that's going to mean something. For those of you who are dating someone or have someone in mind, physical touch, a tender touch. This isn't even saying sexual touch. This is saying just physical touch, hug, love, you know, kindness, all of the things, right? Okay. All right, things to let go of in order to align with your goal. We have Healer of the Ages. So though you are a healer, I feel like in some ways this is kind of twofold. So what they're showing is what to let go of to get into alignment is feeling like you need to heal, rescue, or save everyone. I feel like this group often ends up with mates who are in need of healing in some way. I've been burned twice now on your reading on my incense, okay? And so you get burnt when you do that, okay? So it's asking you to accept the healing for yourself, accept the healing in your love relationships, but release having to feel like you have to be the healer of the ages, that you're the one that's going to, you know, handle everything and make it better. Like, you are such a healer naturally. You're somebody who's there for everyone. But now it's time to be a little bit selfish in the sense of, you know, healer, heal thyself. You know, it's like getting out of that stagnancy, getting out of the loop and the program of having to be there for everybody else and not allowing those to be there for you, okay? And let's see what else. What do they need to let go of in order to align with the outcome of being a spouse here? Okay. Yeah, perfect. So it's essentially time to let go of judgments. It's time to let go of the past. It's time to let go. Some of you might need to let go of a person that's been really slow, like the slow pony. It's time to let go of the stagnation. Like this is like the Knight of Pentacles brings a real offer, but it's super slow moving. And I feel like what is happening here, in order to align with your goal of becoming a spouse, it's like accept offers that are leading somewhere, but let go of the backstab, the burden of the past, the feelings of abandonment of the past, so that it can be new. I do feel like some of you already know your person, but it's just been super slow moving. But it's time to realign with your spirit. Allow yourself the movement, the spirit. Let go of your judgments about how the situation has played out for now, and allow yourself to be inspired. Allow yourself to have that second chance. Some of you, this may be someone that you've been with before, or that you were friends and it just was slow moving. And they're saying, like, let go of needing to be the healer, let go of needing to be, you know, slow and steady. Allow it to spark, okay? Allow yourself to get in. Some of you may be doing a second chance. Now, not everybody wants an ex, so take it how it resonates, but you do have opportunity here for a second chance with someone that you did feel like you were going to marry at some point, but there was a lot of healing involved. So let it be healed, let it be done, so that you can go ahead and be together. So that's what it's saying. You know, touch more, allow yourself to have what you want, be authentic, because that is one of your best qualities, right? And so love that. So I'm going to leave it there. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Those of you who would like to enter the contest, here's how you do it. Free to enter, free to win. So if you're not subscribed already, be a subscriber. So subscribe, hit that bell button, like and share this video, and in the comment section below, write "be authentic," and that lets me know that you would like to enter into the drawing. I will do that on May 1st. I'll do the drawing and announce the winter. The winter? Winter is coming. No, I'll announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So thank you guys so much. Till next time. Aloha.